USA Ultimate presents the U.S. Beach Open live from Santa Monica, California. Hey, don't show me on camera. Very awkward.
What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what they're going to do. But we're live from Santa Monica, California, the #1 beach town in the whole west side of L.A.?
Hey,
I don't know.
I think that's pretty controversial there.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, hey, I'm Anisha Dariani. This is Chuck Kindred, my learned colleague over here, and that's only because of the gray. But we're here to bring you, I think, Game 4. Is this Game 4?
Game 4,
of our live broadcast that's brought to you by Fulcrum Media. This crew has been doing an amazing job bringing you great games all day today, and we are super stoked to bring you this fourth round because actually it's a bunch of personal friends of ours, but also it's just going to be set up to be a really, really great game. It's Team E.R.I.C versus San Francisco Ghost Cats, a conglomerate of a lot of Bay Area players and names that you guys will definitely recognize. We're talking about Bo Kittredge, we're talking about Clay Miller, we're talking about Eric Greenwood. You're also talking about women like Charlie Mercer, Paige Soper, Meidi Chang. I mean, you're going to be hearing some very familiar names today.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see these same players on a 4-on-4 beach ultimate field, really small field, a lot of different looks. Some of these players have throws that you won't see until you put them in this situation. Lots over the tops, lots of like stall 5 bailout scoobers to the end zone. Like, you'll see some interesting stuff from some of these skill players.
And again, why we're saying stall 5, the rules of this game for this tournament is that it's a 6-second stall. There is not a 10-second stall. So you're going to see this disc move very fast. And those throws do go off at stall 5, stall 5.5.
Yeah, we had a couple scary ones in our last game.
Yeah.
Where you can't believe how quickly it comes up. If one guy doesn't get open, one guy or gal doesn't get open on the dump, it's up to you to make a play.
Definitely. Again, so the strategy is so different. The movement is so different. But we're really excited to bring you this game. Again, it is 4-on-4, 2 men, 2 women. And we're getting ready to play. All right, so that's Team Ghost Cats right now. Again, a conglomerate of basically a lot of polar bear players.
Yeah,
you're going to recognize a lot of these people. It's basically polar bears and friends is the best way to call it.
Sure.
What's very exciting is if you can notice now their logo. That's AJ Shunker of PBR Lore.
Wow.
I heard they didn't even make the team, but then they decided to make him the mascot, and then they said they had to invite him.
Yeah, I saw him out here, right?
He's here. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, over to the left right now. So if you're looking at the screen, AJ's over to the left.
There he is.
Yep. Hey, say hi.
He's like Jerry West.
Oh, he's just running away.
He's like the Jerry West of beach ultimate tournaments.
What's funny is I told him I was going to do this, and I was like, you need to be ready.
Yeah. He's the logo, folks.
He's the logo.
Is he single?
No, he is married with a kid.
Shucks. Sorry, ladies or guys interested in other guys, because Shonker's off the market.
Off the market.
He's the logo.
So it looks like Team E.R.I.C is ready, except they only have 3 people right now. Oh, there we go. Evan Boucher getting back on, number 4.
Evan Boucher, who I think is full-time on the E.R.I.C kick for the summer.
I think so.
He rostered up, and he's just helping these guys out, helping them go out and run clinics, touring all over the country, getting the word out. It's pretty cool how many people have answered the call.
Absolutely. This is, they've been at layout now for at least the last 3 years. And now this is our first Beach Open.
Hey, yeah, Ghost Cat.
Wow.
Oh! Is that Jolie? That's Marissa Mead. Currently playing with Fury. Hell yeah. I'm getting the first layout block off the initial pass. Eric is like, all right, we got to get ready. Wake up.
Let's see how they respond. Oh, wow.
Nice. It was a break around over to Lynn. Oh, and that was an easy break for
Nice job.
Ghost Cats.
Yeah, kept all the poachers out of there, used the body to create just an angle for a throw. And we've seen a lot of those, just quick over the tops to open up a lot of space. It's a really wide field. So you can see her set this up.
She goes over to the open side.
Kind of bodies her up a bit.
Right. But you just get a quick high release to the top and then open for a goal. Hey, you could say, Jolie, you should say hi. Over
Jolie
to the right.
with the layout D.
Over there. You can say hi to the camera.
Only took her 4 seconds to get a layout block.
Yeah, it's
pretty
true.
Cool.
We're looking at Lynn right now. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
So you may wonder how we get these designs on these shirts. It's very technical. We don't have time to go into it. But it might be just spray paint through a cardboard box.
All right, so we're starting second point right now. It looks like Mickle's picking up the disc.
Oh.
Looking for a 2-pointer off the bat. My God, those throws.
It was so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
These are great throws. I mean, again, he just picked it up the disc. I don't even think that was centered to him.
That's right. He just picked it up, saw the cut he wanted, put it right in there. Look at the dreamy eyes looking downfield and just drops it right in there. Easier to see with the pink disc. You're welcome.
It's true. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing with a pink disc today, mainly so that you guys at home can see the Frisbee against the contrast of this obviously wonderful Santa Monica beach.
What's the difference? There's a little bit of a difference with that disc. It's a Discraft disc, but it looks a little bit, or it feels a little different. Did you notice that when we were playing?
I did, yeah. I mean, we've obviously been playing Chuck and I are also playing at this tournament as well, and we have been playing with this pink disc, actually just to get ready because we're going to be playing in the next round.
That's right. So we're going to be doing a series of calisthenics while we do this.
Absolutely. Just making sure we're loose and limber.
We're real athletes, folks.
All right, so now we're at 2-1. Again, Eric with the two-pointer to start. And if we haven't yet explained, the rules of this game is that you can get a two-pointer if you throw cross-gender end zone to end zone. And that was Jolie. Wow, she's making a quick efficiency, making her name known.
She's playing like a boss. Getting in there, quick layout D, and then throws her receiver open. I mean, there really isn't that much to look at here. A couple receivers have a step deep. And look at this throw. Just puts it right over the defender, but not a lot of float. No time to make up that distance.
Perfect throw. And it had a little inside out, so it means it tailed away from the defender as it started to get over really with its break. Great throw.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, you saw Nathan White in pursuit. The guy's gigantic with long arms. So to be able to throw over him, you got to be pretty accurate, pretty courageous. She does it.
Well, now it's a tie game, and if Eric has told us anything, I'm expecting some two-pointers this game.
Oh, we hope so.
And it looks like, but no Jimmy Mickle. Unfortunately, we have to deal with Bo Kittredge today.
It's rough. The shorts are not long enough.
I know. Guys, it's a disappointment, I'm sure.
He seems nice.
He seems nice.
His hair's weird. And Bo's going to pick up the pull, and why not? This is a different sport.
All right, and again, the disc is behind the end zone line, which means those 2 points are available. Once the disc is now passed in the field of play, now it is just 1 point. Oh, Evan Boucher.
Oh.
I didn't expect that turnover, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, he ended up bidding full extension and not getting it, but it looked like he could have run onto it.
That's what I think so. I mean, it had a little zip on it for sure.
Yeah.
Again, one of the things, you're playing co-ed and you're playing, these players do not typically play co-ed together. They're just learning each other in many ways, especially with the Eric team, because these are definitely a team that's just created for Beach Ultimate.
Right. Wow. What do you call that throw where you step back and throw like an IO flick to the backhand side? It's got to be a name for that.
A break?
It's got to be something. I like it.
I think there was a foul call on that. It looks like, this is going to stay with Polar Bears. Ghost Cats.
Ghost Cats.
Sorry, guys, it's really hard to remember that these teams have different names.
Wow.
That's a
These throws
really
to space.
Pretty throw.
These throws to space by the Ghost Cats have been pretty impressive.
And that
there wasn't really an opening, but a perfect throw.
Yeah, Kate Schlag. Looks like we're going to get to see the replay. Picked up that disc. Again, she received it after the non-contested foul. And just puts a little IO out to space. And again, it just tails away from that defender. Really nice grab.
Yeah, it's
and
really
easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
High percentage. She stepped all the way around the mark and saw an angle. And nice touch.
Right. I think what's kind of advantageous at this point is that the Ghost Cats, I mean, again, it's Polar Bears. It's a team that plays together on grass, but it's also a team that has played at layout on sand together as well. So these are players who play together both on grass and on sand. And so I think some of that chemistry and that familiarity is really starting to show.
Yeah, it's true. Eric is a kind of an all-star team, or, a group that doesn't play a season together. And it's hard to develop chemistry.
All right, Jimmy Mickle with the touch throw. Too much touch. Too much touch.
Yeah.
It looks like, again, you have the opportunity for a two-pointer if they wanted, but instead, the really nice break.
Come under. You gotta come under. There you go. Nice.
Very nice up the line.
Sniper takes Jimmy Mickle out.
Great grab by Meady. And now you're about 5 yards outside the end, 7 yards outside the end zone.
Wow.
A really nice inside-out break. And that's from Sam Adamson.
Pretty throw. You know, that's Polar Bears. That's been a hallmark of this team from the beginning of their conquest.
You know, we're watching this replay right now, and I just absolutely love. If you guys were just looking at Meaty Chang, she just has a smile on her face when she picks up that disc. That's one of my favorite things. I've been fortunate enough to play with her past couple of years on Fury. Always a smile on her face.
Nice.
A great player to be around. Great attitude.
Positivity. Always good.
It goes a long way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so much of this is spirit of the game, but spirit of the game is also just about having fun with your friends.
Yeah, keeping it loose.
Yeah. And now it looks like Ghost Cats are up 4-2. Quick, early start. Eric's only 2 points coming from that 1 2-point throw earlier today.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, what Eric has going for them is they probably are going to have some matchups that are desirable for them. They are lacking in chemistry. They probably don't have an idea of what to do in certain situations.
Looks like Soper had that disc, looking for Bo. Nope, they are still looking for Bo, and he makes that looks far too easy.
Yeah, he's open by a few steps. He's open by as many steps as he needs to be. That's kind of how he plays it.
Yeah, let's look at this replay. So Paige, I think, was looking for the two-pointer. I think she was looking for Bo, but then opted, better judgment.
Right, and Bo's got to step deep here. The throw's not a particularly good one, but it's up high enough that Bo kind of gets first look at it.
Yeah, and gets wide open.
Yeah, he's been doing that a while.
Yep, just checking out.
Spirit of the game. I thought you knew.
Bo's always looking for an opportunity to help promote. He's been one of the original, I guess you want to call them sponsors or spokespersons?
Right. He's like Brody, except he plays. It's kind of like that. Yeah, you know, a guy who gets the sport out there.
Mm-hmm. And I know he's been working with Eric pretty much since its inception.
That's right.
But great to have them out here, obviously. And hopefully,
he dope.
Maybe they'll get a break right now. Let's see.
Yeah, they could use one.
Wait, they're dropping it back, looking for the two-pointer. Looking for Meaty deep. Is that going to go out of bounds? It is definitely going to go out of bounds.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. And I like the way they set that up.
Yeah, it was, the disc was already past the goal line, and then they dropped it back like a little super dump. And then
yeah, you can see that was the plan all along. As soon as Greenwood got it, he pops it deep. A little too much on it. But speaking of two-pointers, Nathan White's going deep. There you go. And
I think that's going to work. That is just a perfect amount of hang. Oh, my God.
That is pretty.
I'm pretty sure that was a busted play, and yet still.
He had turned and come under, but, by the way, he's 8 feet tall. He's got arms for days.
Right. And so I don't even think the thrower was looking to throw it, but then just put enough float on that disc, and you can see it right here. And it's just a foot race for Nathan White, and he's going to win that foot race.
He's got enough of a frame that it's just so hard to make up on guys like that on a high throw.
Right.
Nathan White, that is a man bun, right? Is that high enough?
I think so. And hanging out. Opie's also hanging out over there. She's been playing with Eric as well. In fact, I think they went to Boracay together. There was an Eric team out there as well.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Opie, speaking of superstar ambassadors of the game type players, I mean, she's just iconic at this point.
All right, now Eric with the lead.
Look at this. Deep shot to Kate Schlag. Oh!
There was a bid by Charlie Mercer. Kate Schlag had it and just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody from the sideline told her not to catch it, or I don't know what happened.
That would have been another, we're saying, 2-point swing here. Chuck and I had the opportunity to do an earlier game. We did not see many two-pointers, but so far we've seen two.
Yeah, they're setting them up really well. I'm actually starting to take some notes here.
I think we should. Oh, that was a really nice throw. Looks like Lynn's going to get the...
Scary.
Well, okay, that was impressive. Can we please see that on replay?
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Fully thought Lynn had already had that D. I thought she had lined that up.
I don't know that she might have backed off because Homeboy's running down the field like a freight train.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be so scary. I would have backed off.
This. So both throws an IO flick.
And I don't think he's looking at his female receiver. I think he was looking.
Ooh.
Wow, that is a phenomenal grab.
A great play, and I'm really glad that the guy saw the two female receivers in front of him. Kind of at the last second, but, I mean, that could have been ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the hardest things about playing co-ed is to remember, please don't trample your teammates.
Yeah. Look at these two.
They're hanging out.
Good times. Crowd's
So
starting to
now-
get rowdy. I thought the fog was going to burn off, but it just keeps coming.
Yeah, it's a little chilly, guys, but seriously, it's still California weather, and it really cannot be beat.
Yeah,
But now
it's-
Eric with a quick 6-4 lead. This is them. If they can break, they'll take half.
Yeah, 6'4", 215, Jimmy Mickle. I don't know.
Reads like a
Who's that guy?
stat line there.
Yeah. Oh, they dump
again,
it back
they're dumping
again.
it back.
Jolie going deep. They look it off.
I mean, this is a
Wow.
team that is starting to see how advantageous it can be to use your women. That was a great grab by Meidi Chang. And again, a person who normally handles on grass.
Yeah. Dangerous. Doesn't take much to score a goal. And Eric Green was one of my favorite players to watch. He just doesn't look like anyone else. So watch him catch this. He's in like a full sitting squat position. Kind of throws sideways. Doesn't ever square up to that throw.
But yet, look at the tail on it, right? So again, it tails away from the defender. It tails towards
Perfect
the
touch.
sideline. Allows Meidi to be the only person who can get that disc.
Just an awesome throw.
It's really exciting to watch. But again, really early on, you can start to see these women have made their name already in this game, and the men are recognizing how to use it. And that's one of my favorite things to watch about when you're playing co-ed, watching co-ed. Teams that recognize how to use their women, use their women's strengths, are just very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, right. It's not. I guess if you're coming together to play one tournament, it's not as easy as you would think to figure out the right ways to use the different genders.
Wait, was that a two-pointer from Eric? Yeah, Eric threw it.
Oh, yeah. People were saying that was a 2. I thought it was a 1.
I thought it was a 1.
I thought it was a 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at it 6-6 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll get confirmation.
We can go back. I don't think it was a 2.
So, guys, if you can't hear, we're talking to Luke Johnson, who's our mastermind behind the scenes, just trying to confirm whether or not that was a 1 or 2-pointer.
I wish we could. I wish we had a replay of it or something. Oh, we do, because we're filming this whole game. That is
and
so
the
convenient.
heckles are on. Wow.
I didn't think he
this
was.
is the hardest working man in Ultimate.
It was a 1. Yeah.
It was 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Replay. He was squatting down his
All right, folks, we just didn't want to lead you astray here. So just so you know, Eric is currently up 6-5.
6-5, okay.
And so that is our current score right now. And there was some sort of sand issue that was happening just now.
Yeah, they're trying to get the glass out of the sand. But actually, if you think about it, sand is glass.
Deep, man. That's real deep.
There's not a lot going on, and we're just killing time right now.
Well, all right. So we're getting ready for the next poll right now. For those of you at home, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping make this inaugural Beach Open a success, I hope.
It's dope, yeah. This is really a well-put-on event.
All right. Again, now, Eric starting behind the line. I should look for the women going deep. It looks like Charlie Mercer's going deep. No, and now they're just playing Ultimate. Again, now once
there
you're
goes
past
Nathan
that,
White,
he's very speedy.
Gosh.
And now you just go to the break side, and he just makes it look so easy.
That's crazy. Right, because he even wins the foot race.
I think he's just as fast on sand that he is on grass.
He might be. Wait, was that an insult?
No, I think that's a compliment for sure. Just so you know, guys, that was for half as well. Here's the replay.
Yeah.
Again, just outside the end zone. And this is an open side look.
Ay, chihuahua.
And honestly, the two of them started the same break, and then Nathan just
strides
huge
out.
Strides.
I've heard people say that big feet helps.
I think being tall helps.
Being tall definitely does, but for speed, I've heard big feet and people that run on their toes tend to do better. I don't know if that's some bro science or what, but he's definitely got some big feet.
That takes Eric to half. This has been a really quick game so far, and so we're coming into half at this point. And I think my understanding is that we're going to bring in over one of the sponsors for this tournament, which is Eric. And is he president, CEO? What's the deal?
He's the man.
He's the man. The man, the myth, the legend, actually, is going to come join us right now.
Jim G. Some people do a lot of talking. Jim G. gets it done.
What's happening?
Hi. So I have the pleasure now, for those of you who are listening at home, to introduce to you Jim, who is, what is your title specifically with Eric?
My title with Eric is co-founder.
Co-founder.
Yeah.
Great. I feel like you have every title. I feel like it's CEO,
I have
CFO.
a lot of hats.
A lot of hats that you've actually been carrying for this organization, which has obviously had such a phenomenal impact on the sport. And also it's just such a great name recognition right now.
Awesome.
And
Thanks.
I think it's very much due to your hard work on that.
It's been a lot of fun.
I bet it is.
The community's been very supportive.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me if Eric plays Ultimate, and he doesn't. He was
And
a
just
hockey.
and to be clear, if you can explain for those of you who don't know the story, who's Eric?
Sure. Okay. Eric is my son. Eric is 24 years old now, but when he was 8 years old, he was first diagnosed with a brain tumor, and it was misdiagnosed for 8 months. So we did everything we could to tell the doctor that he wasn't feeling right, and after it was determined that it was cancer, it was extra large in his head, and he was not able to remove it all the first time. So Eric's gone through cancer since then, one other time when he was 18. Not related at all, so he just has kind of got the bad end of the straw.
Right. But obviously in remission.
In remission now, really healthy. He runs my company nationwide.
Right. And then, so for those of you who are not familiar, and I think it'd be hard-pressed to find people who are not, but I think it's worth telling people, why the name Eric, and what does it stand for?
Okay, so ERIC stands for Early Recognition is Critical, and it's all about catching cancer symptoms early, recognizing them and letting somebody know. Speaking up is a big part of what we talk about. It's probably the main activation that we tell the kids is going home with that in mind.
Absolutely. And how have you been able to connect Frisbee with Eric, and how have you been able to bring these clinics, and what's the, I guess, if I were to come to an Eric clinic, what am I going to get out of it?
Okay, so what we've done is, we don't want to be in the park waiting for 30 kids to show up on a Saturday, so we go to the schools and work with the PE classes, and the teachers are looking for stuff to do anyway, so we've been very fortunate to be able to go in and do a clinic that involves about 10 minutes worth of messaging, and then about 35 minutes worth of action, running, throwing, being generally active.
Great. And just for those of you who are watching right now, we have started our second half. These halves are about 5 minutes long. It looks like Ghost Cats started on offense. It was a nice D from Team Eric to get the disc, and now Eric is off to the races. And so it looks like, wow, we have Bo
Jimmy
and
Bo on
Jimmy
the
playing
field.
together.
How about that? Yeah, a little roughneck connection.
Absolutely. And so now it looks like we have Paige over on the far side.
Uh-oh.
Just a little misconnection. And so, what we were talking about in the first half, Jim, is that, with these players are obviously well-recognized, well-respected players. Obviously, I think there's a lot of thought going into who you've been selecting and inviting to help promote not only the organization, but just Frisbee in general.
I'm very fortunate to run into the right group of guys. I mean, not only are they great Ultimate players, but they're good dudes. They're really nice, friendly, very much into growing the sport, teaching youth how to, play. I think it's not trickle down, it's trickle up. It needs to be, look at this, Jimmy Mickle.
And that was a great pass. I mean, again, that just started for those who were still watching the stream. It was just a little bit of too far of a throw coming from Ghost Cats, and then Eric patient enough to work the disc up. And I'm pretty sure that was a break, yeah. That was a break.
Oh, look at the fog.
And so we're looking at the replay right now. That's Paige Soper with the disc. Just a great touch throw over to Jimmy Mickle, who is,
up, back, does it all.
Does it all. He does it all. And so, again, for Jim, you've been fortunate to be able to work with Jimmy, I think, for a little bit now, two years.
Yeah, Jimmy works with my company full-time, so he helps me do a lot of the Eric stuff.
Great.
He's our youth director, so he manages a lot of the things that I start. He helps finish. I'm a great starter.
But you need finishers, man. You got to surround yourself with some finishers.
So I don't need any more starters. I got that.
Great. And so now Eric is now up 5-3. Ghost Cats, hey, man, we need to see some comebacks here. I want to see a comeback.
Yeah, let's do it.
Looks like Bromley with the disc. Bromley looking at Lynn. And again, this is a 6-second stall count, so this disc must move fast. You do not get a lot of chance to reset or set up your cuts. You have to either be already setting up your cut or be in a position to get that disc for that reset. And Sam decides to go over the top.
All right. 6-3, huh?
Yeah. Well, now it's going to be
5-4. Are we light or dark?
Jim, man, we're in the second half.
Oh, I was looking at the score over there.
Luke, man. Now, again, just so you guys know, Luke is with a crew of, I think, 3 camera Pearsons right now. And
now it's better. No.
They are working real hard, trying to keep warm.
I thought we were winning.
You thought we were winning. Well, Jim, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Lev.
Thank you so
Great
much
seeing you.
for obviously just telling us about the organization and continue to promote the good work that you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go Ultimate.
Absolutely. But at this point now, it is
I'll find him.
8-6. Eric is still with the lead. We've lost Chuck in the meantime. So, folks, you're just going to be stuck with me. I apologize. But I was able to bribe Luke enough to put me back on the broadcast. That's why I'm here. But I think we've lost Chuck to Spikeball, folks, who is one of our sponsors here. But once he's finished that game, he'll come on back. But in the meantime, right now, Eric has the disc, playing an offense. Jimmy in the backfield, looking for the two-pointer. Oh, great bid. That was a great, great bid. And just couldn't hang on. Great touch again coming from Jimmy Mickle. But I think probably just maybe a yard or two too far. All right, and now Ghost Cats with the chance to get a break back. Welcome back, Chuck.
All right.
And now it looks like Jolie with the disc. Looking for Clay.
Ooh.
Some body there, but hey, all in good fun, all in good spirit.
Yeah, it looks like they tangled up feet just for a split second there.
All right.
But Boucher's behind. Yeah, Boucher's behind. No foul. Kind of took him out of the play.
Yeah. And that was really nice touch throw from Jolie.
She's kicking it, right?
Yeah, she's playing really well. And just so you guys know, the reason she's called Jolie, she's a UCLA grad, and a bunch of the UCLA traditions includes offering nicknames to players. And for many of those players, it's stuck.
Yeah, lots.
And so that's why you keep hearing us call her Jolie. It's not actually her real name.
Today we're playing with a guy named Turok, except that's not his name either. It's Eric. They have weird names, though. I mean, can we be honest about this? Like, the UCLA names are a little strange.
They've been doing it for so long. I think they probably ran out of ideas.
Yeah, like you're Slap and I'm Chucktown.
But
if we were at
absolute
UCLA,
correlation there.
If we went to UCLA, though, like, our nicknames would be like, I don't know, Garbage Truck and
Actually, that would fit you, Chuck.
Yeah, garbage truck town, and
So sorry. In the meantime, we've been playing frisbee, and we're looking at the replay.
China.
Bo just releases that disc over, and just outside the end zone. Gormley with the bid, and a nice reset. Just way to just switch directions. Again, so much about this is just switching directions. Meaty tried to come in with that bid, but
yeah, he set the throw up really well.
Yeah, he did.
Sometimes if if you have the disc and you see people kind of watching your eyes, then you kind of have license to show them some different looks that you're definitely not going to throw. I think that's kind of what happened there.
Well, at this point now, Eric up 9-7.
Yeah.
And the question is, will they put this away, or will Ghost Cats make a comeback?
I don't know. I mean, this is the juggernaut here. These guys have got crazy talent. Eric, that is. And Polar Bears are pretty loaded, but they give up a little bit on athleticism.
Still, though, chemistry, I think, counts for a lot. And
it counts for a ton, yeah.
There's so much about this team that's built on just knowing where each other wants to be, knowing where each other can go.
Wow. Oh,
he was trying to toe the line and just took his eyes off the disc.
That's
for
funny.
A second.
Yeah, Boucher was right on his back, and I think he knew that.
Yeah.
Throw goes up to Nathan White. Generally, that works.
And I think that was in.
Yeah.
That was in bounds. Yeah.
Just another dramatic / totally non-incidental goal by Nathan White.
And again, because that was male to male, that only counts as 1 point.
Right.
So while Evan gets credit for a nice throw, he only gets 1 point.
Right.
But a great grab. You can see just Nathan.
Yeah, high. It's so hard to make up distance. And then if you do make it up and it's up in the air, it's so hard to bid up out of the sand. It's so hard to bid shoulder high because you never really get a clean push.
Right.
So a lot of times in your head, you're like, I'm going to bid over this guy's shoulder. And then you wind up Mark Sanchezing into his butt.
It's one of the differences. That's a great reference.
Yeah.
But, that's one of the differences, right, between grass and sand is
it's
just
hard.
The way your body can move and will move. And things that you may want to do in grass, you can't do in sand. And things you can do in sand, you definitely don't want to do in grass.
It's a true story.
That's one of the fun things about it. These games are just so different. And just when you change the median, you make a single sport just look totally different. And looks like Gormley with the disc. He's getting to a high stall count. Again, this is a 6-second stall.
Yeah, that was close.
That probably was very close.
That was pretty close.
And now,
touch throw up the line. Not sure what they were talking about there.
Well,
Bo catches that with his hand. That's always nice.
And it looks like Eric is behind the line of the goal line, but now in the middle of the field.
Yeah, they're up 3, so they really don't need the 2.
It's true. Oh, ooh. Bo with the bid. He might lay there for a second or two. Oh, yeah. He gets up pretty fast. That's because Clay picks it back up.
I think they might be. Shot goes up deep here. Tough angle.
Yeah, just a little too much by Jolie. Just hung a little bit. For those of you who can't really tell, the wind has actually picked up just a little bit. It's a little chilly, to be honest.
It is.
You know, when it's a whole 65, us Californians can't handle it.
Yeah. Well, I just moved from Milwaukee, so I still got my Milwaukee skin on. Plus, my BMI is for sure like a little high for being cold.
Luke's saying no.
Luke's like, nah.
So Gormley takes the sub there. So with the new player, Eric has the disc. That was a nice break. Looking in the middle of the field. And now you have both women upfield. Bo has his options. I don't know what he wants to do. Defender falls down.
Pretty nice throw from Bo.
He threw a hammer?
Bo knows hammers, yeah. I don't know.
Unfortunately, that was just set up. Jolie just fell down. Or maybe it was Schlag. I apologize. It might have just fallen down. Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
Yeah.
They're both, I think Schlag was guarding.
Yeah, Bo running out of options, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, just the defender fell down, left the Eric player open. And so at this point now, it's 11-7. Eric a little bit sort of running away with this. Come on, Ghost Cats. Let's get one back.
Yeah, and it is the gray skies of London out here right now. Like, this is cold and
windy.
It's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's getting
looking at us right now. I think I need some layers at this point.
Yeah.
All right, Ghost Cats with the disc. You know, at this point, I'm wondering whether, as a team strategy, they should be considering 2 points. But Meady coming in, getting the disc on the sideline.
Wow.
Super dump back. Wow, that was nice.
Nice D.
Very nice. Hey, the man, the myth, the legend, AJ Shunker with the grab.
Yeah. The logo gets in the game.
Yeah, the mascot, let's call him.
The mascot, yeah. There's a stuffed version of AJ that runs around during home games. You get pictures of him with your kids.
You know, that whole thing, though, was set up by Meady's break. For those who just saw that replay, if you guys saw that little spin move, that's really hard to do because it means you cannot see your target. And so you lose sight of them for like a half second as you're turning around that full 180 or 360. And yet she's still able to calibrate, get that throw off, and then when you're on the break side, it's just so easy to get that score.
Yeah, she set it up really well.
Well, some life left, perhaps. Let's see. Now score is 11-8.
Yeah, some calf tats. Everybody likes a calf tat.
That's really popular. A bunch of teams now get them. I know that Point Break was walking around with a bunch of tattoos.
Right.
Evan Boucher getting the disc over to the middle of the field to Charlie Mercer.
Ghost Cats really need a break here. It looks like they might be in the
super
hunt.
Dump. Wow, he caught that.
Yeah.
And now looking for the two-pointer. Too far.
Wow.
Too far. Got a little too much adrenaline.
That was the right play, though, right?
Do you think that was intentional, or do you think that was accidental?
Oh, I don't think it was intentional, but once you lay out into the back of your own end zone, you need to get up and huck it.
There's just no choice.
That's what we do, all right? That is what we do.
Okay.
This is a real sport.
All right. Well, I mean, this is basically offering coaching advice, right?
Yeah, this is free. If you're at home and you're not sure what to do in certain situations, you're going to get some wisdom today.
Yeah, I think it's like hashtag not what Chuck says.
Hey, relax. No, this is a slapping Chuck hour.
Oh, no.
If you got a problem with your car, relationship, you're not sure what to do if you lay out, just give us a call. It's 555-DISC.
And so I think what just happened is I can't tell if it was a turnover or there's some sort of discussion happening right now. It looks like Ghost Cats keeps the disc.
Yeah, it might have been a foul on the throw. Definitely. I love this matchup, Eric against Evan. I love this matchup. Oh,
that was two whiffs.
Yeah.
2 whiffs and a drop.
Just two hyper leggy short dudes who are fast going against each other.
All right, now disc in the middle of the field. Evan throwing from his legs, but
Wow.
Lin Han, this is one of the things she does well. She plays great defense. And that's a different type of bookends, but I think they'll take it.
Yeah, and that's big. I mean, they really can't afford to drop that one. They just narrowed it to 9-11. They've got momentum. They've got chemistry. You know, if they can ratchet up their D, they're really not putting probably enough pressure on Eric. If they can put a little more pressure on Eric, they don't have the chemistry, and they'll make a few mistakes. They'll give you the disc. And,
a great
Polar
throw
Bears
from
is...
Lynn right now, just seeing the replay.
Yeah.
It was just nice touch, just right into the breadbasket, basically.
Good spot, yeah.
Jim's still sitting here, standing on the sideline. He's just like a nervous father. Speaking of being a father, my understanding is he has a daughter who's been playing actually right now, playing at Texas. And my understanding is she gets really embarrassed when you talk about her. So just wanting to make sure she knows that.
She's used to that by now, right?
She is. All right, so now let's see if Ghost Cats can keep in this game. But as Jim is correctly pointing out, if Eric wants, a two-pointer can end the game.
I see what you're doing.
And so disc has been pulled out of bounds. The rules of this game say is that if a player wants to, they can take it on the goal line or they can take it on the brick. And I think a lot of teams have been electing this weekend to take it on the goal line.
Yeah, why not? It's only a couple yards.
Oh, no. And as I say that, he takes it on the brick.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric doesn't need the two-pointer. It just needs to score.
Yeah, just keep scoring.
Yeah.
You're good.
1 point at a time. Especially with the 2-point lead. We're seeing a lot of this Jimmy Bowe connection here. What's going on? Oh, just
wow.
a floaty. Wow. How lucky can you get? Because that was a terrible throw.
Terrible throw. Ghost Cats got exactly what they wanted there. High-risk decision, just not quite the outcome.
There's Jimmy with the disc. And I don't know if it floats or maybe I think it just floated too much.
I just think, I don't know what he's looking at.
And there's D from both the Ghost Cats women, but Bo's just there to pick up the trash.
Yeah, right place, right time.
Right. Well.
So the first time Jimmy made a really nice soft touch throw, I was like, wow, this guy's good. He's got good touch. But then he's had a couple that are like soft and touch, but not good. I'm like, is that all he knows how to throw?
I think you've said this before. I mean, these are players who play a lot of grass.
Yeah.
And then when they come over to play sand, it's a different game, and you have to learn to throw in this environment. And many players are not calibrated to that, especially after years and years of playing and practicing on grass.
Sure. Takes a minute, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's like AJ with the disc. Looking over the far side. I mean, these guys have played together for years.
Ooh, Schlag had a nice opening there.
That's a nice grab, pick up. Wow, he just had feet on Nathan White there.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like there's either a pick call or something happening, but we're right on the goal line. This is a chance for Ghost Cats to get 10, continue this game. Nice, easy reset. Trapped on the sideline at this point. He needs to get rid of it. He's at stall 4.
Wow.
Wow. All right. That's a great grab and a high-pressure situation, and he's trapped on the sideline. That was probably stall 5.
Yeah, the D's ratcheting up here. Big hold for Polar Bears, that's for sure. They needed it.
Yeah, definitely. And again, with the spacing, you just don't need that much space. I mean, that was a half step that Paige moved over to, I guess what we're looking at, her left. And then all Schlag had to do was take a step over, and that's the window. That's all you need.
Right. You just can't explode the way you would on grass. You can't,
And
you can't get a
post
footing
the same way either.
Yeah. It's funny, because, I mean, really, like, you look at her position, you're like, that's a pretty good position, right? They're not going to throw that. On the beach, you can kind of get away with it.
Well, the danger there was that she was face guarding, so she couldn't see where. She wasn't.
Square up?
Yeah, so she was looking at the disc, so couldn't tell where her defender was behind her.
That's tough.
But here, if Eric holds, it'll be game. So let's see if Ghost Cats can get a break, get this disc back. Seems like there's some technical stuff. We're having some chatter over to the left and the right of us.
Yeah. Computers, guys. Who knew?
Technology is so cool, though, guys. I mean, how awesome is it that we are standing in the middle of a beach and being able to broadcast this to you? And I don't know where you're watching from, but it's the coolest thing. So, Eric taking that disc from the brick mark. Looking for the reset.
Nice dump D.
That was a nice D. Oh, my God. Look at that IO break.
Wow, that's filthy.
Wow.
That's
It's
filthy.
really filthy.
Good Lord.
And that's game, folks. Just like that. We just end on that replay. Again, that was really nice dump defense. I mean, that was a cross-field IO break.
Yeah, I mean, rocks the mark a little bit. But, like, what? I mean,
that was a
I
sweet
like to think
throw.
of myself as a thrower. Like, I can't even see what he was looking at.
That window.
He's just got, he's visionary.
So that's game, folks. Again, this is game to 13. Eric over Ghost Cats 13-10. Stay tuned for the next round because Chuck and I will be playing.
Hey-o.
And so, we'll get a chance to be on the field rather than talking to you folks behind the scenes. And so thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Obviously, continue to watch, support all Fulcrum Media, support all the sponsors who've been so generous with their time and money to be here at Beach Open. Big shout out to our TD to making this happen. And thanks for joining.